everybody, and welcome to Firestar Tarot. I am Empress Egypt, and as you can tell from the title, we are going to be tapping into a general collective love reading. We're going to be looking at if you guys are on the right path and just kind of what's going on with the energy when it comes to that wave of love, okay? So before we get started, I do want to let you guys know a few things. First of all, I am live streaming this, so my chats are on if you guys want to chat with me. Also, too, if you're not catching this live, you'll know because there won't be a live red button in this top left-hand corner over here. Also, to you guys, I just want to say thank you to all of my subscribers as well as to all of you guys who are new. Welcome to my channel. All right. So a few rules before we get into the reading. Remember, you guys, energy is very fluid, okay, as well as genders being fluid. So if I do speak of masculine or feminine, I am referring to the energy. And of course, you guys know we all have masculine and feminine energy within us, okay? So of course, just put yourself where you need to and put whoever you need to in the energy. Ultimately, you guys, y'all know the deal on my channel. It's all about growth as an individual, finding self-love, and of course, finding the happiness that you deserve, okay? When I was shuffling all of the decks off of camera and setting intentions, a few cards did pop out that were really important, okay? The first card that popped out was the World card. What's important to understand with the World card, you guys, is that this is a way of universe telling you that you are on the right path, okay? So starting off this reading, I want you guys to know that whatever it is that you're doing, you're on the right path. Keep it up. I know sometimes we can get pulled back with, obstacles and challenges within our life, but Spirit wants me to tell you that you are on the right path and to keep pushing forward, okay? I also saw the Seven of Wands pop out as well as the Seven of Swords. So this is just telling me that right now you guys are going through a lot of fears and challenges within these fears, okay? So ultimately, that's what this reading is going to be about. It's going to be about the fears, the challenges, and the problems that you're facing, and of course, what it's going to lead to and what the path is, okay? And this has to do with love, but this also has to do with success, and love can be a part of success as well, all right? So with that being said, we are going to go ahead and get into this reading. We're going to tap in and find out if there's any messages from Spirit for you guys. Let's see. That's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and get into your reading, all right? So Spirit, what do you have? Way too many cards. Spirit, what do you have for my collective today? Show me what I need to see when it comes to the path of love for my collective energy, please. See what we got. Spirit, a few messages. First up, ooh, we have a no. Okay, so maybe some of you guys have actually asked for a specific, a question to Divine. Maybe there's something that you've been wanting to know, like maybe should you go back to a past lover? Maybe should you, go forward with someone, or maybe just, a profession or a job choice or something that you have been thinking about. Spirit wants to tell you no. Okay, now Spirit's not telling you no because Spirit's telling you don't do it. Spirit's just telling you to wait and postpone because there's something you're not seeing within this issue. Again, this is why I saw the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Wands, right? A lot of problems, a lot of fears. And I feel like, honestly, maybe a lot of you guys have gotten out of those fears and now you're just wanting to take action. But Spirit is telling you to wait, to postpone, and to say no with the current energy. Now, this isn't going to be for all of you guys, but this is for some of you guys who have actually asked for a question, okay? All right, Spirit, let's get a few more messages, please, for all of my others. Collective, clicking on this video, please. Messages for my collective. What do I need to see, Spirit? Show me the messages that need to be. We also have I Remember, Soul Plan, the Fated Life versus the Destined Life. That's a beautiful card. It really is, okay? I've told you guys before, especially if you've gotten this card in your reading, to definitely go check out the definition between destined and fated. I think a lot of people really confuse the two, and description, right, definition of the two can really confuse you. But in a nutshell, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and break it down to you. The fated life is the 3D choices that you make, and you make it fate, okay? So in other words, I don't even like to use comparisons because usually the only type of comparisons I can use involves life. So I'm not going to really compare here, but ultimately it's you making decisions or you going against maybe the destined path, right? So it's you making a hard left turn when maybe you should have gone right? So that's the fated part. Destiny is actually what is destined to be, okay? So we go against our destiny all day, every day, because we get caught up in the 3D of things. So ultimately, just take a look at the definition of destined and fate. Everybody's going to have their own idea of what the difference is between the two. A lot of people will confuse the two as well. So just remember that it's important to understand that sometimes we do make the wrong choices in life. Sometimes we don't see things clearly, and thus in return we end up having our own fate, right? Instead of being destined to do something. So this is why it's really important when you are on that spiritual path to really trust your intuition and understand what your intuition is saying. And again, maybe you guys have been asking for, that answer, and that answer being no, to postpone, to wait, is because maybe you are making a decision that is going against that destiny, right? Maybe you're about to make a decision that is going to go against, again, what is destined for you. So ultimately it's going to lead to your fate. Okay. So very strong emphasis on waiting and trusting your intuition, or maybe what you think is your intuition going against it. I know that's probably confusing. Okay. Let's get a few more messages, because I know, again, that's going to be for a few of you guys, not all of you guys, when it comes to this journey in love. Okay. And again, you guys, this reading, I can't really tell right now in the beginning of this energy if it's going to be for my singles, for somebody in a relationship, for past love, for new love. But ultimately, you can always take a little bit of something from this reading in any of those aspects. Okay. Spirit, what else do you have for my collective energy? Show me what I need to see when it comes to messages for my collective energy, please. Don't dim to fit in. It's a beautiful card as well, right? Sometimes we tend to get wrapped up in what the world should look like, okay, or the material things in life, and sometimes we end up dimming our own lights just to fit into certain groups. Or maybe you say things that you normally wouldn't say. It's kind of that energy of birds of a feather flock together that I bring up in mostly all of my readings. If you are hanging out with an energy that is not like your energy will end up changing and blending in with the other energy around you. Energy is very strong. This is why some people have those hunches when they're around people and they're like, oh, I'm just getting a bad vibe from this person, or so forth. Sometimes we as humans, we go against our intuition so much that it's hard to fully trust your intuition, because again, we get caught up in the 3D of things. So there is a very strong emphasis from the get-go when it comes to your wave, catching that wave when it comes to your love. Again, I feel like you're seeing things from a 3D perspective, right? Wanting something, rushing into it, and Spirit's trying to tell you, no, wait, don't make it fate. Let me show you what is destined for you, okay? I also too feel like there's something going on within your circle, or within the community that is around you. They're making you feel like you're less of, or maybe not even less of, but you're just not as good as them. Same thing, right? Thus in return, just making you feel like shit. Okay. So I feel like a lot of this energy, hey, hello, everybody. So I do feel like what Spirit is trying to tell you here with don't dim in to fit in is telling you guys, don't dim your light just because somebody doesn't. Look, there's a lot of haters out there. Okay. There's a lot of people that are energy vampires. I've talked about this a lot too. There's a lot of people that if they're not happy within the inside, it doesn't matter what they look like on the outside or what they have on the outside. But if you're not fully happy within, you're going to be this negative, foul energy, right? And there's people who literally, because they don't understand how to fix themselves, they don't understand how to love themselves, they have that energy of taking from you, making you feel lower because it makes them feel higher, right? So Spirit's strongly saying, hey, look, first of all, wait, because you're going against your destiny, okay? And two, make sure that you're not trying to suppress who you are or even change who you are to appease someone else, okay? Let's see if we can get one more message, because I do feel like that's going to be for a few of you guys, not all of you guys. So let's get one overall message for all of you guys as a collective. Spirit, one overall message, please. Trust the niggle. That is trusting your intuition. I can't reach it because it went flying all the way over there. But it is trust your niggle, okay? The niggling feeling inside of you. Again, this is that same energy of, I'll use it as an example. One time I was taking a friend, it was when I was in that lifestyle of drugs and the street life, which I know not all of us have lived that life, but I did. And so there was an incident where I was taking one of my friends to go get some drugs. Okay, I hate to even bring this up, but going to get some drugs, I go to drop this person off. Well, not even drop this person off, but I took my friend again to go score. He was going to get down out of the car, and I just had this flashing feeling inside. I can't explain it. I didn't actually see anything. It was just this like flash of just, hey, do not let him get down off that car. and I can't explain it. I don't know if anything bad would have happened to him, but ultimately it was that feeling. I trusted that feeling, and I grabbed him and I said, no, this doesn't feel right. We'll figure it out some other way, right? I know that's a terrible explanation. Like, nobody should be going out and scoring drugs, okay? I'm just saying past choices. But ultimately, again, feeling that intuition and knowing something wasn't right. That is that feeling inside, right? That all of a sudden, out of nowhere, something just, you get what I'm saying? Something just kind of tells you to, again, wait, postpone. I feel like Spirit's been telling you to wait, postpone, and there's something in you that has just been going against it. It's like you've gone against it so much that now you can't trust that intuition. But Spirit wants me to reinform to you guys that feeling that you get, maybe it's just something in the gut of your stomach that makes your stomach turn. Maybe it's just, it sends chills down your body, down your spine. Maybe it's just something that maybe you don't even realize it. Maybe there was somewhere you were supposed to be at a certain time, and for some reason things just didn't work out that day, right? Things didn't go according to plan. Ultimately, maybe you missed that niggle feeling in your stomach, right? Maybe you didn't understand what your intuition was telling you for a reason. So again, just remember that's the difference between fate and destiny. Fate is the choices that we make in the 3D world, right? The choices of what we see instead of what we feel, versus what is destined, right? What is divine, what is, again, destined to be through universe and through the creator, okay? So with that being said, that's all the messages that I do have for you guys in the beginning of this reading. So let's go ahead and get into this reading, find out what's going on with love, okay, you guys? I have plenty of decks within my reach, clearly. I am drawn to, of course, the Light Seers deck. I probably will grab out of, I'll definitely be clearing with the Hermetic deck. You guys, I've been slacking. I have not been putting the links to the tarot cards in the description box. I do apologize. If you're in dire need of a tarot deck and you want to know which deck it was, just email me, okay? I am actually faster to respond via email than anything, okay? Also, if you guys want personal readings, I did see a few of you guys asking about a personal reading. I do personal readings, but I do charge for my readings, okay, you guys? The videos that I give you guys here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram are my general free readings. Also, too, if you guys hop on over to YouTube and subscribe to my channel, you're automatically entered to win any of my giveaways. I have a 1,000 subscriber giveaway currently going on. The second we reach 1,000 subscribers, I will give that to one of you guys, okay? One lucky subscriber will win. Basically, all of my giveaways, one subscriber wins, okay? If you do win, you do not get a second chance at winning, one-time winning, okay? Everything's in the description box as well. Just make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel. That's your entry. You don't have to do anything else. You don't have to share no videos, no nothing, okay? As far as personal readings go, just send me an email or even send me a message on Facebook, and I'll try to get to you as soon as I can. I am taking personal readings, but I do charge, okay? But I'll send you over a price list, no issues. I don't have any discounts right now, but I will be offering discounts in the future, okay? Also, too, I don't know if there's going to be an extended to this reading because I will be going live till about 4, maybe 5, just depending on, you know, what the energy's pulling through here. I know it's a long time. Feel free to come in, grab some coffee, do what you got to do, come in and out. I don't care, right? Ultimately, you'll find the message that is for you when it's meant for you, okay? Let's see. If I do decide to do an extended, it just really depends on where we get at in time and what's coming through in these energies. But usually my extended readings are going to be the second half to my videos. They're $5, and I use PayPal for all transactions, whether it's a personal reading or an extended reading. But again, I'll let you guys know towards, you know, more towards the reading if we're going to be getting into an extended reading, excuse me, all right? All right, so let's go ahead and see what's going on here. Spirit, what do we have for my collective energy when it comes to their path in love? Show me what I need to see, please, Spirit. Show me what I need to see. So again, in the very beginning, you guys, again, the World card came out, right? This is Spirit telling you are on the right path, okay? So even if you're single, even if you're in a bad relationship, even if you're in a great relationship but just having difficulties, or if you're single just looking for love, Spirit does want me to tell you guys that you are on the right path. I know sometimes you feel like giving up, especially when you face problems, fears, challenges, and struggles. You know, it's kind of like the term, the devil's getting in, right? Because ultimately, anytime you're on the right path, something's going to always come through and knock you for a loop, okay? It's going to challenge you. It's going to push you. But remember, you guys, within all obstacles are possibilities, okay? Within all obstacles, challenges, problems, fears, there's always opportunity. There's always something to learn. We as humans, we tend to get really caught up in the 3D of things, right? The things that we see, the things that we can physically touch and lose. So ultimately, there's a lot of distractions, and so we end up pulling ourselves off of our paths because we get caught up in the 3D of things. So ultimately, it's this energy of just really feeling like you've been headed towards a certain direction, and there's things that come in and kind of distract you and knock you off your loop and kind of throw you back on your ass and make you doubt where you're headed, right? That you start questioning, did I make the right choices? Should I have not tried to, do this? Should I have done that? Spirit wants me to reaffirm to you that you are on the right path. Do not go backwards, okay? We have the Six of Wands coming up first, you guys. Very interesting in reverse, okay? This can be a few things, so we are going to have to clarify. Ultimately, the Six of Wands energy involves travel. It involves leaving one journey behind and going towards another journey. In the reverse, though, this is kind of a postponing that journey. And even the No card came out in the very beginning from Messages from Divine, right? Messages from Spirit. So I do feel like there is this, you are going to make the decision to just wait, to just postpone and make sure things are right. And so this is why I do feel this coming through. Now we will clarify because this can mean something else as well, okay? I will lay all the cards down and then we'll start clarifying here. Spirit, what else do you have when it comes to the wave of love, right? For my collective, their path in love. Show me what I need to see, right? Show me the problems, the fears, the obstacles, the good and the bad. See what's going on here. So since this is a live stream, you guys, sometimes the cards fly out, sometimes they don't. But look what's coming through, you guys. We have the Ace of Swords, right? It's all about that mental clarity. This is all about you knowing what it is that you want. This is about you going after it. But more importantly, this is a gift from God. This is that gift of being able to communicate. This is that gift. Now I know you're still going to have problems and you're still going to have fears, even though you can communicate, even if it's within your thoughts, the planning and organizing of things in your head, or even the way you speak and you communicate with people. There's this energy of understanding and communicating, being open-minded, and really having conversations with people. Also being very clear on what it is that you want and what it is that ultimately is going to lead you in the right direction. But the reason I say this is a gift from God is because it is. Not everybody can communicate like that. And thus, in return, you will have fears, you will have problems, and you will have challenges because not everybody has the Ace of Swords mentality. Not everybody has this power. So regardless, even if you are postponing a trip, right, if Spirit's telling you to wait, right, to think things through a little bit more, or maybe not to think things through. Maybe you thought something through to the point where you made a decision. And the Judgment card's not here yet, but I feel like this is something that you've been contemplating here, especially with the Ace of Swords, okay? So again, whether this is to go back to a lover, to start a new love, to start a job opportunity, again, we'll clarify, but there's this energy of, again, postponing, okay? Not rushing into this new journey just quite yet. Let's see what's going on. But again, you're clear here. So you know what it is. You know what you need to do. And I feel like, honestly, that no was for a few of you guys that knew you were about to rush into something that you shouldn't. Maybe you had that tickling feeling in your stomach, or maybe something was telling you, you know what, I just shouldn't rush into this. I shouldn't reach out just quite yet, or I shouldn't go forward just yet. And I feel like at some point you were like, you know what, I'm just going to go for it. And ultimately, that's kind of like this energy of not necessarily being naive, but it could be, again, just taking a risk that isn't worth risking right now. So I do feel like you do know what I'm talking about. Again, it's going to be kind of hard for me because it's energy I'm picking up on. But again, we'll clarify. Look, what was I telling you guys? The Seven of Wands is coming through again in the reading, right? So this popped out again when I was shuffling off the camera. Again, this goes back to your intuition, not just your intuition, okay? It starts with your intuition, though. And so it leads to anything that's intimate, not trusting your intuition when it comes to, again, intimate connections, not trusting your intuition when it comes to starting new adventures or creating something new, whether this be job, love, romance, whatever the case is, okay? There's a lot of fears, huge emphasis on fears right now, okay? If you know anything about numerology, 7 is all about fears. But more importantly about the 7s, it's fears that you have created. It's the nightmares that you create, right? It's the illusions of whatever ideas you've had in your head, or maybe whatever ideas people have kind of put into your head or influenced you to think, right? So there's this, again, this energy of you being deathly afraid of something, and maybe not even afraid, just fearing it in general, like fearing, being intimate with someone else again because the last time you were intimate, your heart got broken, or, fearing creating a new beginning, right? Walking away, like just any of these energies, afraid of walking away because, again, something in the past didn't work out, or, afraid to look for a new job in a different, avenue because everything else has led you astray. Ultimately, it's that energy of just having a lot of fears here, okay? Spirit, what else do you have for my collective? What else do I need to see? And of course, the juicy stuff will always get towards the end. You guys, I haven't really started channeling yet. Right now, we're just laying cards down. Okay, something did flip, though. A few cards flipped here. It might be too many. Yeah, it's definitely too many, but I'll take them into consideration, okay? So I do know that this has something to do with something that you didn't manifest, okay? Or something that was never manifested here. We have the Two of Swords, okay? So this is all about making a choice, right? This is why Spirit's telling you to wait, to postpone, because you're going back and forth on a choice here. When it comes to the Queen of Cups energy, interesting. So when it comes to love, when it comes to, obviously, this is a love reading, so it's going to have to do with love. Yeah, but look, we have the Magician coming through as well. So I do feel like you are manifesting something here. Yeah, look, another 7. Now we have the 7 of Cups. This is telling you there's even fears within love. You have lots of options here, okay? Lots of options. Obviously, there's this grounding energy of something not manifested, and I feel like this grounding energy, whatever it was that you didn't manifest in your past, has you having these fears when it comes to love, has you having these fears when it comes to being intimate, starting new adventures, right? Lots of options, though. And so I feel like a lot, honestly, I'm going to be honest, I feel like a lot of y'all's fear is because you don't know what's what. It's like you've been fooled so many times, right? Or you've been tricked so many times here, because the Magician can also represent trickery, right? I mean, it's not in the reverse, but even the Magician, even in their full power of manifestation, can still be trickery, right? It can still be tricking. I do feel like here with the 7 of Cups energy, I feel like, again, it's like not knowing who's really true with their intentions, who's being honest with you, who's not. It's like you can't fully see things, right? It's not that you don't see them there. It's just that you're not trusting them. There's those fears, right? There's a lot of illusions within what you think people are, or because of what you thought someone was in the past and they weren't. It's created these fears. But again, the Queen of Swords is coming through as much as the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is coming through. There's a lot of mental clarity here. There's a lot of you guys fully understanding what it is that you want, right? This is why Spirit's telling you you're on the right path. Just don't rush into it, right? Do not make your life become fated instead of destined, right? Do not go against divine. Allow divine timing to work here. Page of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so interesting. I'm feeling this past energy with this. This is something from the past here. I feel like there was a lack of communication, right? This could be why you're clear now. And this could be, honestly, why you're in that state of mind of being able to communicate, because someone in the past did not communicate with you. Someone in the past was not clear with their actions. They were not clear with their words. Maybe their words cut you. Maybe they put you down. So ultimately, whatever, look, it's the way you're thinking, right? It's the way you're holding on to the damage of the past, the problems in the past have become your fears of the future, present, right? Yeah, so again, I'm not going to take these cards and put them on the table, but I did take them into consideration because they came out for a reason, okay? Let's get a few more cards, though, here. All right, let's see what's going on. I can see your comments, you guys. I will go over the comments here, too, in a little bit when I get when I have a little bit of time. I'll go back over the comments towards the end and just see if there's any questions that I did not see, okay? All right, Spirit, what else do you have for my collective? Okay, something else did flip, too. Queen of Wands energy. Beautiful, all right? So this is that fire energy, you guys. Doesn't mean you have to be, all right? You can. You may be Leo, Sag, Aries. You could have fire in your chart. More importantly, the Queen of Wands is more Aries energy. So this is going to be the fiery side of you. Okay. It doesn't mean that you have to be an Aries. I don't usually bring up zodiac signs within my readings because it's the energy of it. Okay. It's not saying that you have to be an Aries. It's the Aries energy. Very competitive, very fiery. Okay. This is a feminine energy coming through in the reading. We will clarify this could be your energy. This can also be someone else's energy coming through. The Queen of Wands, though, is very, very, very passionate, okay? She's a very beautiful woman. She knows what she wants. She's very happy. She's very joyous. She's very adventurous, okay? Very, very adventurous. A very beautiful soul. The Queen of Wands is someone that when she walks in the room, you feel this energy, or he, again, because it's just the feminine energy, that Aries energy. Look, Queen of Swords is coming through again. Being clear, right? So now we have the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. So I do feel like, honestly, these could both be your energy, you guys, as a collective here. Wow. We have the Chariot coming through. We also have the Sun coming through, as well as Temperance, okay? Now, this is it for me. That's all I'm going to take for the table. We have 8 cards on the table, bottom of the deck. Wow, we have the King of Swords, okay? So this has been a pretty consistent energy. And again, this can apply to you if you're in a relationship, if you're single, if you've met someone, it's someone from your past, if it's someone that you know, are off and on with. But ultimately, it's this energy of a masculine energy not taking action, not being clear, not communicating, okay? Now, for some of you guys, this is going to be a past energy that has done you wrong. And thus, in return, it has created fears in present day, okay? For those of you guys in a relationship, I feel like this masculine energy has been distant. There hasn't been a whole lot of communication, okay? For those of you guys who are single and you don't have someone that you're dealing with like this, ultimately it's this fear of a masculine energy running from you, not communicating with you, ghosting you. So there's a lot of fear of abandonment here, okay? Whether it's happened or not, the idea is that it's still there. This energy is still very strong, okay? So the Queen of Swords energy and the Queen of Wands energy, I do feel like, honestly, this is, you know, just the dual energy between my collective right now when it comes to the path they're on, okay? I feel like you know what you want. You're very clear. You have communicated this over and over again to people. But there's also this part of you that is just also very carefree, okay? Not only carefree, but you're just ready to live life. I feel like a lot of the negative cycles in life, a lot of the problems, challenges, all the issues has just really created an unbalanced, in past tense, created a very unbalanced kind of unstable situation over and over again. So ultimately now it's this energy of, you know what, I'm clear. I want to be balanced. I want happiness. I want joy. I want growth. But it's also fully also to embracing the wrongs, the negative, the evil, the yin and yang, right? The balance, the duality. It's understanding here that you're clear on what it is that you want because of the pain you've gone through, all right? Chariot energy, again, it's that balancing energy, right? It's the divine balancing act. This is that push to take a path, right? Or this push to open your mind, which with all the swords on the table, honestly, that's what I feel this is. I don't feel like this is a push to go do something and take action towards something. I feel like this is divine pushing you to awaken, to fully understand what it is within you. Not anybody else, but within you here, okay? The Sun, right? The beautiful Sun card, you guys, is all about growth. This is all about transforming, growing, going through things and fully understanding what it is. This is that soul plan, right? That soul growth. This is like the completion, right? This is and especially when I saw that World card, this is really making me feel like there's been a lot of pain, okay, for you guys on this path, right? There's been a lot of heartache, a lot of deceit, a lot of just trickery, right? Not seeing things for what they were, feeling like a fool, you know, questioning, am I ever going to find someone that can match me? Am I ever going to find someone that really, truly loves me, and someone that not only truly loves me, but that if they love me, I'm going to love them back? I know for me in the dating life, right, there's been a lot of situations where I would fall in love with someone and they didn't feel the same way back as me, or vice versa. Someone fell in love with me and I didn't feel the same way back. So it's finding two souls that are matching, right? The Temperance card, though, the Temperance card did come out, okay? This is the reconciliation card, okay? So for some of you guys, this energy is coming through of just wanting to reconciliate from someone in your past. Okay, you guys, on Facebook, really quick, you guys, I know y'all are used to people giving away unapproved messages and free messages. You guys, I am a content creator on YouTube. I am live streaming on Facebook, but I don't do free readings, okay, you guys? My general readings like this are my free readings. So if you do want to if you want to book a personal reading, just email me down below, okay, you guys? But as far as asking personal questions for you guys on Facebook, I won't do it. But if you ask questions pertaining to the reading, that's why my chats are open, okay? But as far as personal questions go, you guys, that is a personal reading, all right? All right. So let's go ahead and start clarifying here and find out what's going on. So this message is definitely going to resonate for a few of you guys, maybe not all of you guys, but ultimately here what's really going on is you guys are taking the right path here, but you're still bringing baggage with you. You're still bringing luggage with you, okay? And goal here is to be so clear and be so open and be not only accepting and willing, but growing and releasing those burdens, not forgetting them, but just learning from them, releasing them, so that you're not carrying them into this new path, right? Possibly reconciliation with someone from your past, okay? Now, this reconciliation, important to understand here, does not necessarily have to mean someone from your past. That's why we're going to be clarifying with the Hermetic deck. This can also be just the two energies within you, again, reconciliating, right? Maybe for the longest time, look, for me, I swear, the feminine energy was always like more in the masculine energy, right? The feminine energy in me was just very like, nope, not hearing it. I'm doing what I'm doing, whatever. And then the masculine energy was really feminine. It was like, well, what? Why? You know, just kind of more of this, you know, whatever. So for the longest time for me, the balancing within myself has been very hard because first my energies were flipped, right? So on top of, you know, switching my energies back, then I had to balance my crap out. So ultimately too, this reconciliation does not have to be someone from your past. It can be just the energies within you. You know, it's really hard to bring in a love that is accepting and that matches your energy if there's some things within you that you have been scared to face, right? So this is why I do a lot of shadow work readings. So again, if you haven't grown in the way at which you are growing because the energy is here, but ultimately, if it's not fully understanding why you got to this point, right? The pain included, the bad things included. If you don't fully understand, yes, you can be on the right path. And I feel like a lot of you guys spiritually are, because again, you've already had the awakening. The point that you're even seeking tarot, you're even seeking answers to things is where it starts, okay? So ultimately this growth is happening and this reconciliation is taking place, okay? So let's go ahead and start clarifying here and find out what's really going on, and let's really start getting into this reading, okay? So we're gonna start with the Six of Swords. We have the Four of Wands. Interesting, very interesting. So I do feel like this person who did not communicate with you, this person that Spirit is telling you to not reconciliate with just yet, okay? It's not saying no, like don't do it, okay? But for those of you guys who may have this energy of reconciliating with someone in your past, again, Spirit is telling you that this energy, this postponing needs to take place because, look, there's something you're not seeing. There's something that you went against when it came to your intuition, okay? This person, okay, whoever this person is someone who you don't feel accomplished with. This is someone who you didn't get married to, or maybe you were married, but there was a divorce. This is someone who there was a commitment or the commitment fell through. This was someone that, again, there was no celebration. So this can even be somebody you were dating, right? Somebody that maybe you still think about a lot, okay? This person is someone who did not commit to you, someone who did not talk about marriage. This is someone who did not celebrate with you, okay? This is someone who did not perfect things with you. This is someone who maybe ghosted you, maybe didn't communicate with you. Because again, this is the Swords energy. This is someone who did not connect with you. This is someone who did not communicate with you here, okay? Let's get a few more cards, though. Spirit, why are you telling my collective to wait on this journey? What's going on here? Seven of Pentacles, yeah. So what Spirit's trying to tell you here is, again, there's something that you guys have been wanting to rush towards. Maybe you've been contemplating it for a long time. Maybe you're back and forth with this person or this situation. Again, because it can be work. It doesn't have to be love. I'm feeling love here. I'm feeling an individual. But again, different stories for each of you. This is something that, again, feels like a failure, feels like a loss. It feels like you tried to work on it, but the other person didn't. Or there was no work put into it on the other energy, okay? This broke you, though. And I feel like for some of you guys in a relationship, you're staying in a relationship, but you want to leave, right? So for those of you guys in a relationship, because again, it's going to be different for all of you guys. For those of you in a relationship, this is someone that you're with that you're not happy with, that you have thought about leaving, but Spirit has told you to postpone. Whether you postpone or not, it's ultimately up to you, but there's this energy to postpone, to know. I feel like that's because with the Seven of Pentacles here, okay, this is Spirit saying, look, you need to evaluate where you're planting these seeds before you just rush off, right? Before you just start a new journey, take care of what you have first. I'm not saying that you don't need to move forward from this individual, because remember, you're on the right path. Spirit already confirmed this. You're headed in the right direction, okay? But at the same time, Spirit's telling you to postpone, to wait. Why? So you can evaluate your seeds, where you're planting these seeds. What I mean by that is, where are you going to plant these beautiful roots of yours? Hello, everybody. So yeah, ultimately the Seven of Pentacles energy is the energy of having right? You go out and buy land, okay? You buy this land, you plant your seeds. But when you planted these seeds, you didn't think about how many times of year it rained. You didn't think about the placement of the planets, the moon. You didn't think about, just the conditions of where you were planting these seeds. Then on top of it, there was a lot of effort in the beginning, but then towards the middle of it, you didn't water them as much, okay? And then it got really dry and there was a drought. And again, the rain didn't provide water. So these crops, if any of them grew, they grew looking like crap, okay? Some of them produced fruit, but the fruit had bruises and bugs. Ultimately, this is that energy. This is why Spirit's telling you to postpone, because you planted seeds and you didn't get what you wanted, okay? So before you can just run off to the next adventure, these are for those of you guys in a relationship. So for those of you guys in the relationship, and still even single, you can take this in the same way too, because clearly, even if you're single or even if you're talking about reconciliation with someone, ultimately the situation was departed, okay? Or the situation is being thought about being departed, okay? But either way, it's this energy of not working on it, just departing, or not working on it, but wanting to flee. Not working on it, but wanting to go back to it, okay? And it doesn't matter if it was your energy not working on it or someone else's energy. The point is that the work wasn't put into the situation. Because if the work was put in 50-50, neither of you would be happy, okay, or unhappy. So again, this goes back to where you're planting your seeds, what seeds you're planting, and what you want it to produce. So I feel like, honestly, what this energy is saying right off the get-go is that we as individuals, okay, we as a collective, as a whole, masculine and feminines, all different types, right, all different preferences. Generally speaking here, we tend to, when things don't work out, instead of learning from it and fully finding out what we did wrong, because we tend to just blame the opposing person sometimes, or even yourself and not even anybody else. So it's all different for each one of us, right? Different situations. But ultimately what Spirit's saying here is that you can't just go on to another path without addressing the initial problem, right? Does that make sense? Again, not evaluating where you're planting those seeds and what seeds you're planting. It's just rushing to the next situation and planting more seeds and then just seeing how they grow. Do you get what I'm saying? Putting no work into it, just planting some seeds and letting the rest take control. Well, yes and no. There's got to be that equal balance, right? You've got to work hard on it, but at the same time, you have to also put your faith in a different plan, right? In a higher perception, in a higher perspective. This is an intense read and I haven't even gotten that far into it. So let's go ahead and find out what's going on here. What is it that you guys as a whole are really, really clear about here, okay? What is it that you're clear about? Spirit, show me what my collective is clear about here. What is it that they can communicate? What is it that they're fully aware of here? Wow, the magician, right? The trickster. So I do feel like, honestly, though, I'm not really picking up on the trickster energy. A little bit I am. That's why I said that. I do feel like, honestly, there is someone that you are looking at as this powerful person. This person has a lot of control over you, okay? More importantly, though, you're also manifesting. You're manifesting because you're clear within your thought process, right? So you know what it is that you want. So I feel like a lot of you guys, and this would apply for some of those of you in a relationship, I feel like some of you guys that are unhappy in the relationship you're in is because you started getting clearer and clearer within your thoughts. You started to awaken and you started to realize that the seeds you planted weren't what you really planted, or aren't what you thought they were, right? So now you're sitting in a relationship, and this pandemic has really pushed a lot of us to have to deal with the situations around us, right? So ultimately, before we could go to work and we could do all these things to get us off of, it's not that we were trying to intentionally get our minds off of at home things, but ultimately it's what it led to, right? So by the time this pandemic hit, everybody had to sit at home and face the reality of what they had planted, right? Um, because when the money's gone, you got to really feel what that love is, right? I feel like this energy, though, is you being clear on what it is that you want because you're faced with the reality that the seeds you planted aren't what you thought they were going to be. Okay. So that's this energy. You're manifesting this clear, thoughtful action, right? The action to manifest what it is that you want when it comes to love, when it comes to your thoughts, right? And when I say love, I'm referring to yourself as well as someone coming in or someone from your past or someone you're with, okay? As well as, manifesting things in the material world, okay? Being intimate, being creative, being passionate, having the yearn and the want, the need, the desire for more, right? Wow, the Hermit in reverse. Interesting. I do feel like, honestly, sorry, somebody's calling me like crazy. I do feel like, honestly, with the Hermit here in reverse, I do feel like at some point, what made you really fully understand what it was that you wanted was because you went in isolation. And I'm feeling like this kind of depression type of isolation, okay? Normally with the Hermit, it's the energy that, you're trusting the divine process, you're trusting the light within, you're trusting that your plan, even the darkness is all a part of it, right? With the Hermit in reverse, though, I'm picking up on this energy of depression and isolation, okay? So I feel like at some point, and again, the pandemic could have something to do with it, maybe not. Maybe this happened before the pandemic for you, maybe it's happening now, who knows? But ultimately, whatever that was either leads you to clarity, right? Leads you to understanding what it is that you want and what it is that you're going to create. Or either this happened and that's why you're clear now. And this is why, again, you're able to see what it is that you want and actually manifest it, okay? Now, remember, things aren't always what they seem, okay? So even be careful with what you're manifesting and make sure that you remove the expectations even within your manifestation. Because what you could think is material abundance could be something totally different to a divine perspective, right? So you could be wishing really hard to manifest money, and all of a sudden you manifest money, and you didn't thoughtfully place it out and plan it out, and ultimately the money comes in, and you don't know how to finance it, and you lose it as quick as you had it, right? Or you don't give when you have, thus in return, when you have, people are going to take. So ultimately, it's kind of that balancing act I'm feeling here with the manifestation. Make sure that you're careful, right? You're very careful and you really actually think things through on the negative and the positive end with anything that you plan to manifest, okay? We do have the moon in reverse. So I honestly, yeah, this is that. I feel like, honestly, because of past decisions, right? Past choices, past mistakes, past challenges, problems. Ultimately, it had you in isolation. It had you depressed, feeling alone. This was your awakening. That sadness, that grief was your awakening. It's beautiful. It absolutely is. I mean, honestly, because, wow, High Priestess at the bottom of the deck in reverse, right? Not trusting your intuition. So what this is telling me is this is telling me that you never trusted your intuition in the beginning. Maybe you thought you were, right? But I feel like, again, that was the process of the 3D. That was you thinking you were trusting your intuition, but actually just being infatuated or caught up with the way that you see things, okay? It's not a bad thing. We all do it. Don't take offense to it, okay? But the High Priestess in reverse is telling me that you didn't trust your intuition. And ultimately, what happens is either someone walks away from you or someone decides to not start a relationship with you. Or this is happening over and over again with more than just one person or the person you're in a relationship with, okay? But again, this goes back to not figuring out where you're planting these seeds and what seeds you're planting, okay? So again, but you're clear here, right? You're going to manifest these things. You now see with the moon card here in reverse things for what they are, right? There's no more illusions here, which is beautiful. So again, this is past energy, right? There's this past energy of you having some shit happen and now being clear and moving forward, and it's beautiful. It's very, very beautiful here. Okay. Okay, there's that decision. Six of Pentacles, this is what I was just saying, right? So the Six of Pentacles is about not equally giving and taking, right? Again, so if you're trying to manifest, and Pentacles, even though it's the coin, this can also be people, places, and things, meaning love, okay? Now, it's not going to be the side of love that's going to be like the values, the morals, the way you feel, the emotions. What I'm referring to as the love is the love of the tangible body, okay? Meaning you fall in love with somebody because of their looks, and that person ends up being ugly on the inside, or vice versa. You give someone a chance that you're not attracted to, and ultimately they end up being the best person in the world on the inside, right? It's that kind of energy starting off with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, okay? So it can be a person. It does not have to be money here. But ultimately, the Six of Pentacles in reverse is telling me that there was a lack of give and take, okay? On both parts, not just one or the other here. So what that means is, personally, if you feel like this person did a lot of the damage and treated you like shit, you have to remember there was an unequal give and take even within you, meaning you didn't give yourself enough or take enough from someone else, okay? And vice versa. So I feel like this person really took things from you and probably didn't give back to you. And I think on you, on the reversing in, right, giving all of you and not taking anything in return, okay? So this is a for sure thing here, okay? So it leads to this decision, right? This decision that's made here. Whether this was you choosing to end this and move off into a new journey, or whether this is just you making the decision to no longer give to someone and to now turn things around and, again, flip the switch, right? Make it to where you have enough for yourself and you're going to take from who you need to when you need to. I feel like a lot of you guys out here have really given yourself, all of yourself away, and nobody's given you any of them, right? So again, you're left with nothing here. And so there's a lot of decisions here. There's a lot of decisions being made, though, in the past, current energy, and obviously in the future. Ten of Pentacles in reverse, right? I feel like, and this is actually really strong here, the Six of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles are both in reverse here. Lots of fear, lots of problem. I feel like, honestly, yeah, now the High Priestess is in the upright on the bottom of the deck. Very interesting. So I feel like, honestly, we're going to go from past tense into future, not even future, but into current and future energy here, okay? Because it's very important here. So I feel like, honestly, whatever decision was made, okay? I feel like this is that same answer that Divine's telling you in the very beginning when I got the messages out. No, postpone, wait. I feel like, honestly, if you don't wait, you're going to lose it all. You're going to lose everything that you've worked hard for. You're going to lose what it is to gain back that equal give and take. I feel like, honestly, whatever decision's about to be made here, it has to do with something that you now see it for what it is. Very interesting. I'm going to have to clarify this. I really am, because what this is saying, and it would make sense why Divine's telling you no, postpone, wait. You're not trusting your intuition. Well, it's not that you're not trusting your intuition. You're not evaluating what's really about to happen here. You're just about to rush into it. And maybe not even rush into it. There's something that you didn't look at in this. Look, I'm not saying don't do it. I'm not saying not to make a decision. I'm telling you to wait on the decision because you are not seeing something in the scheme of things, right? In the grander scheme of things. I feel like you've looked at it from one point of view, maybe two, but there's something that you're not seeing as one of those options. That's why you have all these options coming through. There's something that happens here, right? And this could be past energy too. Again, maybe you see things for what they are now. You see that this person in your past made a decision and you didn't have anything. You didn't have a home. You didn't have a family. You didn't have tradition. You didn't have value. For those of you in a relationship, it may be that the reason you're unhappy is because the decision was made to choose this person and to stay with this person and to not take this journey, right? And so now you have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse and the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Greed. And I'm not saying that you're the greedy one. I'm just saying there's a lot of greed here. Somebody taking everything from someone and no money. This can also be something from the past too. So this could be an energy that you were dealing with in the past. Maybe there's a karmic relationship here and you're seeing it from a different perspective. I don't know what this energy is, but it's this energy of, honestly, somebody taking everything from someone. I mean, everything. Money, car, house, bills, I mean, shit, everything. And this was a decision made here. Maybe somebody leaves somebody because they see something that they did. There's either way, there's a decision made on things that we're now seeing. Like, I feel like in past tense, you didn't see it for what it was. You thought this person was great. Something happens, you see it for what it is. You're clear now. You're going to manifest the things you want because the decision that was made in the past did not produce the decision that was made in the past was not balanced. It was, again, you gave all of you and this person took it all. Makes sense. So it doesn't even matter if you're in a relationship or not. Ultimately, that's what's happening here. Regardless, this decision's made. This decision's made to see things for what they are. The decision's made to trust your intuition. The decision's made to manifest things. The decision is made to no longer be in isolation, to no longer feel alone, whether you're with someone or not. The decision has been made to trust your destiny and not create fate. So let's see what's going on with your fears. What are your deepest, darkest fears here? Why is the 7 of Wands here in reverse, Spirit? Show me what I need to see with the 7 of Wands energy. Hello, Germany. For those of you guys wanting personal readings, you guys, my collective readings are my free readings. Just send me an email and I will send you over my price list. I don't have any discount. I actually just ended out a discount, you guys. I was doing 25% off for Juneteenth through July 4th. Unfortunately, it's past July 4th, you guys. So as soon as I have another discount, I'll let you guys know on Instagram. So make sure you guys are following me on my social media links, okay? My platform's down below. 8 of Pentacles in reverse, right? Procrastination. And not even procrastination like that. It's not like you're intentionally procrastinating, but there's a lot of stagnation within this movement, right? Because I'm clarifying the 7 of Wands here. There's a fear. Well, regardless, your fears are creating stagnation. Right? The 8s are about wrapping things up, not finalizing things, but really kind of looking back, right? And looking at the goods and bads of the situations. Again, a lot of really working hard here, okay? Because the 8s is here. So this is a progression, right? This is you going from challenges, from 7s, from 5s to 6s to 7s, right? There's still fears because of the challenges you faced in the past, but ultimately now you're in the 8s. You took a step forward, right? But ultimately, you're still dragging your feet here. Because, again, and this goes back to you, the 7 of Pentacles, evaluating where you're planting your feet. I feel like a lot of you guys have rushed into situations, again, because of what you see instead of really fully understanding what it takes on the inside for you. Do you get what I'm saying? I feel like because of this fear of abandonment or this fear of being alone or this fear of not finding love in time. Okay, I don't know why people are so rushed with time. I get it. When you get caught up in the 3D of things and what's around you and you keep looking at that clock, it's control, right? It's stopping you from fully living your life because you're waiting for a moment to happen, right? Again, strong energy of you are the one dragging your feet here. Trust your intuition. So what are the deepest, darkest fears? Show me the fears, please, in my collective. Show me the fears. King of Swords. The masculine energy, not being clear, not taking action. Again, you're holding on to this person. That's what's dragging you behind. That's what has you not progressing, changing, and creating a new cycle. This past energy, the baggage. I don't care if you love this person or not. Look, the point is that with past energies like this, okay, that have a hold of you like this, makes sense why the temperance is coming out too. And again, even if you guys are in a relationship and you're not happy, but you can't walk away because something keeps holding you back. Maybe it's because you depend on this person financially. I don't know what it is. It hasn't come through necessarily in the reading yet. And maybe that's what this is. Somebody's, again, somebody's got a hold because they financially support you. But either way, this energy is coming through that you're not happy with because of this energy holding you down. Does that make sense? I can't make this shit up. That's the Empress on the bottom of the deck. Grounding, holding this shit down. Like, seriously, that's beautiful. So the only thing that is stagnating you right now when it comes to the things you want, the things you want to manifest, is you holding on to this past energy, the baggage, right? The thought that this could still work out, okay? Look, you have to release the thought of it maybe working out again with someone from your past, or even someone you're currently with that it's not working out with. You have to get rid of that, right? You can love them regardless if you're with them or not with them. Okay, look, most relationships, true love is the test of time. It's the patience involved, right? It's not the actual physical being together. It's the being pulled apart. It is the distance between. It is the separation. That is ultimate love. Having love for someone 10 years down the road when you haven't seen them for 20, 10 years. I think you get what I'm saying. You have to get rid of that concept of altering your destiny, right? You choosing the fate side of things by allowing yourself to be caught up on the thought of someone coming back to you. Well, let me ask you a question. What happens if that person never decides to come back to you? You still love them the same way, right? That's not going to change. Your love doesn't change. And anybody that tells you to stop loving someone, they're ignorant to what love is. You can't just turn it off like a damn switch. It's not how it works. It's a gift. It's an emotion. And it's painful, especially when you don't have them. But you loving that person so much and them not giving you a minute of their time, or even the clarification that you need, or the communication that you need, regardless if they're sitting next to you or they're 500 miles away, you have to ask yourself, how long are you going to alter your life, right? Choose that fated life of misery versus taking a new path for yourself. Again, regardless, it doesn't matter if that person sits next to you or they're 100 miles away or 500 miles away or not even thinking of you. Ultimately, every day that, again, you stop from making a decision, or you stop from taking a new journey, or have you ever noticed that when things are good and you get your mind off of somebody, things start really going really good, and then all of a sudden something makes you think about them again, and for a few days you'll be depressed and you don't get shit done? That is a prime example of what happens when you hold on to something, not that it's not meant for you, because that pain is meant to drive you. That pain is meant to push you to be clear on what it is that you know you deserve and what it is that you want, because without the lack of, you wouldn't know what it was. That's the issue, is that it's this dragging your feet, not moving forward, because you keep thinking about someone in your past that doesn't even communicate with you. That's what's, dude, you're still in the 8s, okay? You're still almost going to complete the cycle. And I hate to tell you, but when the 10s roll around, the way divine works is by the time that 9-10 hits, if you didn't learn this lesson, okay, and look, I'm not talking about time here, but because again, divine timing and our timing are not the same thing. But the 8th energy, right? Sorry, that was the King of Swords. The 8th energy, okay, in reverse is serious stagnation, seriously dragging your feet. The 8 is still here. What comes next? The 9 and 10. It's going to end. This cycle is going to end. Now, whether you choose to learn from it and actually move forward to a new cycle, totally different, not this baggage here, If you don't choose to do that, this baggage is going to come with you into the next cycle. And you're going to be reliving this all over again, whether it takes 2 years, 10 years, or 2 days. The point is that by bringing this luggage with you in the next cycle, it's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be what you want it to be. Again, this is why I say be careful with what you manifest and what it is that you're desiring. Make sure that you're absolutely clear here, okay? So again, your fears here is that this King of Swords energy isn't going to be clear with you, okay? They're not going to communicate with you. And this is why I'm talking about that, because it's coming through here, okay? What is your fear? That this person's not going to be clear with you, that this person's not going to communicate with you, that this person's not going to take action towards you. Well, the fact that you're giving this much energy to this King of Swords, you're not going to manifest. You're going to be tricked again. So I see why you have these fears. Of course, you want reconciliation. You really want this person, but you have to start questioning yourself. When does this person become an obsession? You know, I get you can really love them, but at some point you've got to love yourself enough to say, you know what, I'm not going to put myself through this. I'm not going to sit here and be sad every damn day, waiting for you to call me, waiting for you to reach out to me, or waiting to meet the one. You know, every day that you sit there and think about someone else is a day that you lose something in yourself, period. Okay? I don't care if it's you're losing your courage, or you're losing your love, or the way you think. Every day you think of someone else, you lose yourself. And it makes it that much harder to get back on your feet and stand up and start over again. Because again, regardless if this person comes back or not, you still got to do something for you here. You can't wait on this person forever. Two of Cups. There's that union. This union is you. You want that Two of Cups. You want that twin. Yeah, look, Judgment in reverse. A decision not made, right? This is involving a decision that was never made when it came to a union. This is a past energy. And man, this energy has been here for the past, feels like the whole damn pandemic here, all right? Let's clarify this Queen of Wands here, Spirit. What's the Queen of Wands? Yeah, remember what I was telling you about my Queen of Wands energy? Three of Wands, right? This energy right here is so beautiful because, like I said, the Queen of Wands here, man, she's fiery, she's beautiful, she is the center of attention, she's fiery, competitive. You know, she knows what she wants. She's ambitious. Again, she takes action in a very loving, intimate, and beautiful way. Okay. This is a feminine energy that is very, very attractive. Okay. And it doesn't matter what they look like. I'm just talking about this person walks in the room and you know they're in the room. Okay. This is you. This is your energy. Why? Because it's the Lord of established strength. You had to go through this pain. You had to create strength. Look, you're not just given strength. Think about it even when you work out. You know, yeah, you may be a little strong, but if you go to a gym and you start working out and you start bulking up, you're going to get stronger. Same thing in the physical pain and the mental state of things. Your mind gets stronger every time you go through something. Every time you feel pain, you feel doubt, you feel hurt, lied to, cheated on, abandoned, addicted to something. You learn something. Yes, you can go backwards. Yes, you can relive cycles over and over again. And yes, you can ultimately waste away your life by not taking action, most definitely. But you are the Queen of Wands energy. You have the established strength. You're going through this so that you can get strong, right? So that you are the Queen of Swords. So that you're clear. You take action. But look, notice the Queen of Swords energy in the card. Perfect example of the Queen of Swords energy. Yes, she's strong. She's powerful, right? She's waiting on something though, right? Looking out on the horizon, waiting. But she also knows what she wants. She's waiting on what it is that she knows she deserves, what it is that she's thought about for a long time. But notice the sword in her hand. She's still ready to fight, but she's also still ready to defend what's hers. She's gone through. Dang you, Amy. Some of you guys might be dealing with an Emmy. Amy, this is your energy, isn't it? You know, I can't even blame you. I have the same energy coming through. I'm telling you, I wasn't live for 2 weeks because I was in Mercury retrograde. Okay, it had me in my feels, had me depressed. I was feeling all y'all's energy wrapped up in one. Okay, let's just be honest. Okay, for real. I was crying and didn't even know I was crying. I was like, what's going on? Oh yeah, Mercury retrograde. Okay. Queen of Swords energy, though, again, she's still defensive. She's been through the battle, she's been through the struggle, she's been through the pain, but she also knows, okay? And again, this can be a man too. This does not have to be a feminine. So for my males out there, just because I say she knows, you know what it is that you want, and you're willing to defend yourself for it. You're willing to slice out the bullshit, okay? To cut it out. That's why you had to go through this, so that you could build that strength. So that you could, the next time this person comes back, you could put them in their place. Create those boundaries so that this person can't do this to you again, okay? Look, the reconciliation's coming through, the temperance is coming through. This energy has been trying to come back, okay? Whether they've actually even communicated this, which with the again, they're not communicating this, okay? They're not going to tell you how they feel. They're not going to tell you they fucked up. And when they do, I feel like this energy, I honestly feel like this energy, they are going to come back. And when they do, you're going to be able to defend yourself rightfully like you should have from the first fucking day, excuse my language. This is what you didn't do with this person. You never did this, okay? You may have been clear on what it was that you wanted, but you weren't defensive on the things that you deserved. Does that make sense? Again, I feel like this person took a lot from you because you allowed them to. You didn't defend what was rightfully yours. You didn't defend that 50%, so that motherfucker took it all. Okay? Or that bitch took it all. Excuse my language. You guys know I have a foul mouth here. If you don't like the language, go ahead and exit stage left. I don't have time for negativity, no offense, but that's just what it is, all right? So let's go ahead and look at the Queen of Swords energy and let's find out what's really going on here, because I could be a little incorrect, but I do feel like, honestly, this is just because you didn't, in past tense, you didn't cut the bullshit out. I feel like you were willing to go through the abuse, okay? And what I mean by abuse, I don't mean physical abuse, not even emotional abuse or mental abuse, but if you are going through those things, I do have a hotline number down below. Dude, my email's also there. If you ever feel endangered or threatened, or you feel like your life is at risk, you email me in a heartbeat, okay? Look, I've been there. I've been in situations that can have you feeling like you have no one, and I know what it is. And I had somebody to reach out to, thankfully. So ultimately, that's why my email is there, okay? Queen of Swords energy, Spirit, what's going on with the Queen of Swords energy? I do feel like, honestly, though, in the past, you didn't cut the bullshit out, right? I feel like this person was able to manipulate and take things. I feel like this person did, and you allowed them to walk all over you ultimately over and over again. I'm not saying that you didn't start putting your foot down towards the end. I'm not saying that you didn't, you allowed this person to walk all over you all the time. I'm just saying that ultimately, I feel like in the beginning, your vision of what you thought love was with this person, Knight of Pentacles, yep, not taking action. So I do feel like the reason, look, straight up, the reason you will now be defensive, the reason you will now put up those boundaries is because this person didn't manifest with you. Because this person didn't give you the home, the values, the morals, the tradition, right? This person didn't give to you the way you gave to them. So now you're clear. And if this person does decide to come back and reconciliate with you, okay, not when they do, I'm not going to even say they are, but if they do decide to reconciliate with you, you still know what you want, but now you will defend what it is that you want, and you will not allow this person to come in with the same bullshit. You will slice through that shit. You'll be like, right? No. Why? Because they didn't manifest with you in the past, and you know this. You're alone. You're feeling this, right? You know what they're capable of doing now. Now you see it for what it is, right? I get it still hurts. Again, don't let anybody tell you that you have to stop loving this person, okay? You're going to always love this person. There's no changing it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Yes, I'm drinking milk. Every night. Wow. Yeah, you're still waiting for the Emperor. The Emperor came through, okay? And I will say the Two of Cups is here and the Two of Wands, okay? So there's a lot of, again, this is why Spirit's telling you you're on the right path. I feel like because of the lack of action from the person of your past, this person you're still caught up to on this day. I feel you. I'm not knocking you, okay? Yes, this person could be your Emperor. Yes, this could be a twin flame connection. And I do feel a twin flame connection. That's not going to be for all of you, okay? Regardless, though, when this person comes in, you're going to be able to slice through the bullshit, right? So if this person's not your Emperor, you're going to be able to see it. I don't know if you've ever dealt with this. I've dealt with this because I've been in 4 serious relationships. I was married for 15 years, and then I had a couple of years relationships after that, okay? Every relationship has gotten easier for me to cut out the bullshit and walk away. Because I refuse to live 15 years of thinking things are going to get better and they never change, right? And so eventually I just, for me, I'm in a different situation than most of you guys. Maybe not. Regardless, though, here, it's like, I don't know if you've ever gone through this, but like my kid's father, I love him to death. He's a great person. Wasn't always a great person, okay, clearly. We were married for a really long time. We have 4 beautiful kids together. When we first separated, it was control, jealousy, chaos. I mean, there was a lot of shit that happened, a lot of cheating, a lot of just violence. It was a really terrible situation. Ultimately, though, what happened was, years later, you know, when things stopped boiling over, when things calmed down, we were able to be friends, right? For the kids, we have a relationship. Put it this way, if anything was to ever happen to me and I called him, in a heartbeat, he would be there for me. That's the relationship we have. We have it for the kids, but more importantly, we have it for each other. We're friends, okay? The thing is, though, is that I don't see him the same way I used to see him. When I was younger, I was infatuated with him. I thought he was so gorgeous, and nobody else even compared to him. And now when I see him, I'm like, it's not that I'm not knocking him because he's very handsome for someone else. But for me, I'm just like, what did I ever see in him? I don't know if you guys have had that moment before. Just as much as you feel this energy and you feel this person that has left you like an option or walked away from you or is still with you but treating you like you're not there. The point is that you can find love that is better than that. You will find love that's better than that, but you have to love yourself first enough to cut out this bullshit, to end cycles like this and understand that your value is more important than any emperor, because you don't get this emperor until you're okay. God does not let this emperor come into your life if you're in the Empress in reverse. And if this emperor does come into your life when you're in the Empress in reverse, this emperor will get taken away from you, and this emperor will come back when the time is needed, right? I do feel like, honestly, though, with the emperor showing up, there is an emperor energy coming through. So I feel like what's going to happen here is there's a couple of situations. Look, 7 of Wands again on the bottom of the deck, right? Still a lot of fears here. So I feel like your fear is that if you cut off ties with this person and you fully finally close that door, that you are not going to have that emperor, okay? The thing is, though, is that the cards are telling me what it's going to be. The cards are sitting here saying that if you are clear on what it is that you want, if you have thought this through enough, okay? Sorry. Everybody's like calling me. If you are clear on what it is that you want, but you're also defensive and ready to cut out the bullshit, okay? You're ready to defend your heart, that 50% that you so rightfully deserve to always have. This emperor will come in. Okay, regardless if it's this person that didn't manifest with you or not. The point is that when you are in this Queen of Swords energy, when you are in this Queen of Wands energy, you end up becoming the Empress. You end up becoming the High Priestess, right? Because ultimately, you've been through it. You established that strength. You set up those boundaries. You got rid of expectations. But at the same time, you valued your own thoughts, your own feelings, and your own emotions enough to be able to defend them, okay? Because of that, again, all because of this person that didn't manifest with you. That's why you got this. So you need to start looking at this person not in how they hurt you, but in what they did for you. Because without this person doing these things, you wouldn't have this established strength. You wouldn't be able to manifest what it is that you're clear about now. You wouldn't be able to defend yourself when it comes to you. You wouldn't have this passion to start something new. You wouldn't want to start something new. That's growth. That's soul growth in every way, shape, and form, right? What happens when you do that? What happens when you become in union? The Emperor comes through. Again, whether it's this person from your past, whether it's someone that you never would have thought it would have been, or maybe it's somebody totally new, okay? The point is that when you fully finally decide to say, okay, you know what? Yeah, he hurt me. Yes, I wish he would come back to me. But at the same time, I know what I want and I know what I deserve and I'm willing to fight for it. But you have to take this person of the past out of the equation to get it. Because if you step forward, and the reason that you're stepping forward is for the possibility that you might be going back with this person, the reconciliation is never going to take place. And if the reconciliation does take place, it's not going to be what you expected. It's going to be the same kind of situation, if not 10 times worse. It's very hard to go back to an energy like this when one of you is willing to change and the other one won't. Both have to be willing to change for it to work out. So if you take the proper steps and the proper action to be the high priestess, to be the empress, to do what you need to do to protect yourself, but at the same time to still be giving and receiving and equally, you know what I'm saying? You ultimately will lead by example. Either one or two things is going to happen. Either you're going to attract your own tribe, right, that is on the same energy frequency, or two, if there's people around you that are not on the same energy, vibration, frequency, if you stick to your plan and you don't allow the 3D of things, right, the things around you to get caught up in what you feel and what you on the inside, right, the inner you, if you don't change and you stay who you, I'm saying, stay who you are in the empress mode, not going backwards, right? When you're the high priestess, when you're the empress, your energy will radiate onto others. You will automatically lead by example because people will see you not allowing things on the outside to bother you, not allowing depression from the past to stop your growth, to stunt your growth, or even to stagnate it. We still have 3 more cards to get into. I'm not done, okay? Again, I told you guys I was going to go live from 2 to 4. We got about 45 minutes. It should be perfect, and we will get possible outcome here too, right? Again, we'll see if we're going into an extended. Honestly, this has been such a long reading. I probably won't go into an extended. And to be honest with you guys, the extended, yes, they help me out. I'm a single mom. I work from home. I do not have another source of income right now. So yes, believe it or not, all your donations, all your extendeds help me in so many ways. I don't even think you understand, okay? Look, the Wheel of Fortune's coming out. Good luck, okay? Beautiful energy. Very beautiful energy. But anyways, you guys, back to the extendeds really quick. I don't know if I'm going to do a whole lot of extendeds. I'm not going to lie. They're really exhausting, and I just feel like if I'm going to be doing extendeds, I'd rather that you guys just donate to my channel, and I give you guys more videos like this, honestly, okay? So feel the need if you need to donate to my channel, but do not feel obligated to either, okay? All right. So again, I don't know if I'm going to have any more extendeds. We'll just kind of see what happens. If you guys really want extendeds, y'all just let me know, okay? That's how we'll do it. Y'all let me know what y'all want. Comments, chat box, just let me know, okay? All right, so let's get into this a little bit more. We have the Chariot coming through, okay? Let's find out what's going on with this Chariot here. Spirit, why is the Chariot coming through here? What's the Chariot here for? Why is the Chariot here? So yeah, I do feel like honestly, it's like divine sees your hard work, okay? Sees it. This is why you have the three of wands, right? You've earned the strength that you have. Yes, divine gifts you the gift to see, the gift to be clear and to defend yourself, right? The gift to have the strength, right? That you so rightfully deserve because you've been through hell and back. So what comes? Good karma. You did the work. You put yourself first. Or you will be putting yourself first. Good luck's coming your way. The Emperor's coming through. I feel like honestly, this last cycle that you're holding on to was just some bad karma, okay? And I feel like most importantly here, what you're going to learn with this is that you never put yourself first. And when you finally did put yourself first, it was after the fact that someone walked away from you. And maybe it didn't even happen then and there. And maybe you did walk away from this person and then regretted it afterwards. But ultimately, it's still the same concept. It was just a karmic cycle. It was a learning lesson. And yes, some learning lessons hurt like hell. But look, the world card came through when I was shuffling off of camera. Okay, this is divine saying you're on the right path, right? Yes, divine saying wait, postpone. You're not evaluating things fully. You're about to rush into something that you need to evaluate a little bit more. So for those of you guys that are single, that's spirit telling you, hey, wait. Okay. For those of you guys trying to go back to this past, that's spirit saying, wait. You're not seeing something. You're not fully evaluating things. You're only seeing it from this side or that side, but you forgot about all these other options in the same equation. By doing so, by waiting and fully being aware and clear, you create the good karma and you end out those bad cycles. 5 of Cups. You end out the obsession of the pleasure of loss. Does that make sense? It's like when you get rid of the 5 of Cups energy, okay? When you take yourself out, it's like you intentionally put yourself in the challenges. It's like you put yourself intentionally in the pain. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like you think about this person and then you're sad. Instead of thinking about something that you could do for yourself, you're thinking about, again, someone else. And then once that happens, that negative energy starts to fill your head, fill your heart space. All of a sudden, you're on the couch, depressed, watching tarot readings, trying to seek answers through tarot readings. Well, of course, you're taking pleasure in loss because it's the closest thing you have to them. It's the closest way you can feel them again. But when you cut that shit out and you start putting that loss or that pleasure of that loss into yourself, it's not going to happen overnight, but eventually you're going to start doing little things that you don't even realize you're doing. And then you're going to be like, dang, I just did that for myself. And I didn't even realize I was doing that for myself. Like it just starts to become a repetitive because, again, you're growing in a positive way instead of thinking about someone who has been negative or has treated you negatively, right? Once you cut that shit out, good karma comes through, right? Good luck comes through. Your emperor comes through. All right, so let's take a look at the Sun card here. We know you're growing, okay? We know that you are growing. I see it. I feel it. We, as a collective, are growing. Find out what aspects of growth you're facing. What feels so happy and liberating here? This is happiness, okay? Yes, it's not happiness now. No, it's not happiness when you think about this person in your past. No, it's not happiness when you're sitting next to someone and you feel alone. No, it's not happiness when someone walks away from you and takes everything from you. No, what happiness is when you're clear and you're not going to settle for shit. When you're clear and you're ready to defend yourself and your love and everything you've worked hard for, everything that you have established, that's happiness. When you feel like, I did that. When someone from your past comes back and you can smell the bullshit the moment they start walking up and you're like, pump those brakes real quick, honey. I love you. I will always love you. But I also love myself enough to know that you haven't fucking changed. And I'm not about to sit on my couch for another 2 years of my life and cry for you. That's what it's about. It's that happiness of saying, I did this shit. I got it. I don't need you. Because I love myself. I love myself enough to know that I don't deserve something like that. And unless you come correct with it, unless you come at me in the right way and show me that you can match me, I'm not giving you my time. That's happiness. That's victory. That's winning, because ultimately you don't need somebody to make you happy. You don't need the emperor to make you happy because you are the emperor. You are the empress. And then what happens is now you can smell the bullshit. So now you're not going to get hurt again. It's not about putting a wall up so damn high that nobody can come in. It's about you still being you, but also being the stronger version of you. The soul growth that has created this harmonious yet beautiful and spiritual being who can smell lies and deceit, who can smell the reality of things, but also trust in the divine plan, the divine pattern, the divine guidance and perspective of things. Nothing's coming out with these cards, so I'm trying to see what's going on, but it's hard because dude, let me tell you, I still have a lot of things to work on, okay? I'm not perfect by any means. Don't think because of what you see on the TV that I don't have problems. I had a conversation with one of my followers. Shout out to him. I don't want to state his name on here because he might not want, hey, Kareen. Yes, if you go down in my description box, the PayPal link, you can just send money through PayPal, Howard. Thank you, by the way. So again, going back to this happiness really quick here. I kind of lost my train of thought for a minute, but it's like, I just don't want you to think that my life's perfect in any way, shape, or form, okay? I sit on a couch and I cry too, okay? Just because I look like I have my shit together does not mean I have my shit together. And it's very important for you guys to understand because what I'm telling you guys is not, it's something that I still am trying to work on and do myself. So I'm not criticizing in any way, shape, or form. I'm allowing these cards and my intuition and the messages from spirit to heal you, to heal me, to be the light that we need to be able to get in. It's not that we're not on the right path, because you're clearly on the right path. It's, again, the path to happiness, right? So that you're not reliving these same cycles again. Interesting enough, the Six of Swords is now coming out in the right way. This is success because you earned it, because you finally put yourself first, or you will be putting yourself first, right? Again, before the Six of Swords came out in the beginning of this reading, it was in reverse, right? It was saying that you were losing. You weren't going to win this battle, right? Or you didn't win this battle. Now it's saying because you fully gained what it is that you were supposed to learn from this person, now you have the Six of Swords. Now you're victorious. Now you're happy. This is the balance of things with the Chariot here. This is divine balancing. This is divine, the push from God, right? That final push brings you your Emperor. It brings you happiness, or your Empress. It brings you the Six of Swords. It brings you victory. Interesting enough, we have the Universe in reverse. This is the World card in reverse. Now, just because it's in reverse, I know a lot of readers take, and don't get me wrong, sometimes I can take the Universe card in a different way. It depends on the energy and the feelings I'm getting through. Yep, look, Eight of Cups. Regardless, Spirit is telling you you are on the right path, okay? Do not give up. Do not go backwards. Learn what you're supposed to learn from this connection. Stop holding on to it, all right? Take from it. Learn from it. Grow. Stop stunting your growth. The universe is saying that, look, you're on the right path. Regardless here, okay? This is more pointing to you like not realizing the accomplishments within the failure, okay? Because look, it's still the fact that you're on the right path. It's just that the Universe card in the upright is telling you that you acknowledge your accomplishments, you acknowledge your failures, and you're on the right path. In reverse, it's telling me that you haven't acknowledged your failures, but you're on the right path. Period. This is what brings you your happiness. Your happiness comes when you face these disadvantages, these destructions, the lies, the deceit, the past luggage, the past baggage, the past losses, right? The past failures here. Last card we have is the Temperance card, right? The card of reconciliation here. Ooh, honey. Yes, I know you want that reconciliation, right? I feel this energy. Of course you want this person to come back to you. You love them. Your love for them is very strong. That's right, Crosswatcher. If you're here for someone and this isn't your story, but this fits your story from the opposing end, your opposing person loves you deeply here. I still feel like, though, again, there's a lot of, it's like, yes, you're going to find happiness. You're going to get it, right? You're going to get there. You're on the right path. You're growing, right? You're evolving. You're taking the proper steps needed. But with the Eight of Cups on the bottom, this is telling me that this failure is the reason for this. This failure in this connection, the Eight of Cups, the abandoned success, right? This is, look, just think about it. Abandoned success. This is the abandonment leading you to success. This is why you will be victorious. This is why you will be happy. This is why you have the Three of Wands, establishing that strength. We know that this leads you to your emperor or your empress. We know that this leads you to ultimate happiness. So let's find out what's going on with this temperance, this reconciliation. I know that's why y'all are here. All right, what is the temperance here? Also, temperance is the number 14. 4 plus 1 is 5. Challenges, okay? Important to understand that even in the card of reconciliation, there's still a lot of challenges. There's still a lot of burdens. There can still be lies and deceit within this. It does not mean that a reconciliation is going to be everything perfect, okay? It's the fact that this person is going to be coming back to you. This past energy will be coming back. And there will be challenges. There will be challenges because of this person coming back, okay? Of course, you love this person. You're having a hard time getting over them, much less if they come back. Yes, it's what you wanted, but again, when the reality hits that it's not what you expected it to be, that's when it's going to be this going back to the original feelings in the first place, going backwards instead of forwards. Three of Pentacles in reverse. This person has left to a third-party situation and is working in a third-party situation, okay? So I do feel like with the Three of Pentacles, though, here in reverse, this is kind of that going back to something that didn't work out energy. Straight up. Why else is the Three of Pentacles here in the Temperance card, Spirit? So I feel like, honestly, what happens here is this person may come back because the third party leaves them, or they realize the third party, it didn't work out with this third party. Maybe they realize you are, maybe they just realize they fucked up here, okay? Chariot in reverse. Look, I'm going to tell you straight up. Spirit doesn't want this reconciliation right now, okay? The Chariot came through in the reverse. This is Spirit pulling back from this situation. Or maybe, okay, I don't want to say pulling back from this situation, pulling back a situation. Remember, the no postpone came out really quickly in the very beginning, okay? Yep, illusions within love. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Wands. Lack of intimacy, lack of passion. I feel like, honestly, this person might come back to you. Fair warning, though, this person, when they come back to you, they're coming back to you because something didn't work out in the third-party situation. Spirit tries to pull them back because there's illusions within what they think is love. This is why it's important that you, and I'm not trying to be a bitch here, but it's important that you get your shit together. Because if this person comes through and you're not where you need to be in the Queen of Swords energy, you're not going to be able to slice out this bullshit. You're going to lose this Emperor. You're going to lose this happiness. That's a powerful energy because I didn't even have to look at possible outcome and I'm already seeing possible outcome. I'm still going to clarify just to make sure. But again, this is all created because of a decision not made. And also, too, because this person, I feel like, honestly, the Three of Pentacles, either this person left you for a intimate connection or has been intimate with other people. works hard with other people, maybe even cheated on you with somebody at work. But again, something's not working out in the karmic relationship. We're going to be doing a karmic reading tonight. I'm going to take a few hour break. I'll probably come back about 7 p.m. tonight, 8 p.m. You guys, I always do my videos about an hour. You'll see like a waiting screen. I do them about an hour before I go live, sometimes 2 hours. So you'll see the video for the karmic relationship tonight, probably about 7, but I'll probably go live about 8. Okay, you guys. And I am in Texas, so it is Texas time. So you'll have to do kind of, you know, the comparison, because I know a lot of you guys are outside of the United States. So just kind of, if you need to know what what it is compared to our time, just send me an email and I'll help you out there. But we're going to be doing a karmic reading because the karmic readings have been coming through in all of my readings here, all of them. So whether you're in a karmic relationship, your person's in a karmic relationship, or you're just having bad karma in your life, period, we're going to be talking about that tonight, okay? But look, regardless here, this person, when this person does reconciliate with you, there's a lot of illusions within what they think is love. So be very, very, very careful, okay? Because at the same time, this person coming back, this person you want reconciliation with, when they come back, because there's illusions within love, it also makes it to where they have lots of options as well, okay? And because they have lots of options, they may be coming back and they may tell you things that they feel, but because there's illusions, it may not be really how they truly feel. Does that make sense? They may have missed you and things didn't work out in this third party situation, so they come rushing back to you, and you've been waiting for them for so long and you've been working so hard that they can disturb you again, right? Because again, and it's not that they're intentionally doing it, it's just that if they haven't fully worked on themselves, this is why Spirit, the Chariot in reverse, Spirit's trying to pull them back. Spirit doesn't want them to come to you again right now, especially within this own illusions within love, because Spirit knows your love for them, right? Spirit knows how you feel and where you've come across, and you're on the right path. Spirit has already confirmed this twice now with me. Again, it's important that you just keep doing what you're doing, be clear, be defensive, create those boundaries, learn from what this person did to you, so that you can smell that bullshit, okay? Because again, when this person comes in and you can't smell that bullshit, you're going to be fooled here with the Seven of Cups. You're going to think this person's coming back to you because they love you, they want to be your emperor, they don't want to be cheating on you anymore, they want to be faithful, they want to work on things with you, they want to be committed to you, but there's illusions within that. They're not seeing something fully. This is why Spirit's pulling them back. And maybe that no is for the cross watcher. Maybe the no is not for you. Again, I feel like that no is for a few of you guys, but maybe collectively the no is for the person cross watching, right? Your person coming through and spying on your energy here. I know we're not talking about a zodiac sign, but ultimately, if your person wants to know how you feel, they can tell in the titles of these videos as well, okay? So let's see what's going on with the Two of Cups energy and the Two of Wands here, okay? All right, Spirit, what is this twin flame soulmate connection here? What is this Two of Cups? Is this the Two of Cups within my individual collective, or is this the Two of Cups within the physical 3D and 5D divine masculine and feminine, or masculine and feminine energy? What is this union with the Two of Cups, Spirit? Show me the Two of Cups energy. Too many cards, but I'll take them into consideration. Wow. Wow. Whoa. Oh my, I hate when this happens. Okay, bottom of the deck, now the Knight of Swords is in the upright. Okay, I feel like one of two things is going to happen here before even getting into these cards. You're either one, going to become the Queen of Wands, okay? You're going to be clear and defensive, or either two, you're not going to be clear and you're not going to be defensive, and this person's going to take advantage of you again, okay? But again, this card's coming through for a reason, because you are going to get this shit together. You are going to be clear and you are going to defend yourself, because you know what it is to go through this pain. You've learned. It was established. You're strong now, okay? So, With that being said, this person comes back to reconciliate. There's a lot of illusions within their love. Spirit's trying to pull them back. You're going to trust your intuition here. You're going to realize that this reconciliation is not good for you right now. You're going to put your foot down. You're going to lead by example, and you're going to show this person, possibly your emperor, okay, possible twin flame connection here, possible soulmate connection. You're going to see the bullshit and you're going to cut it out. You cut it out, okay? You don't allow this person to take from you like you did in the past. So clarifying the Two of Cups energy, right? 5 cards did flip over. They didn't fall out on the table. I'm taking into consideration. But once I saw what they were, it made me realize that they need to stay on the table. The Two of Cups energy. You're going to be taking a new, and let's not forget the Two of Wands came out with it, right? Okay, so the Two of Wands is a new passionate beginning with this twin flame connection, with this soulmate divine connection, this balanced, harmonious connection, okay? This is a divine connection. This isn't this lousy 3D connection you've been in. This is a connection where someone matches you. They've gone through the pain and they've established that strength as well. This is someone who's going to match you and be clear, but yet at the same time defend their self, right? Their inner being, their inner soul. This is someone who's going to match you energetically, period, okay? This is someone who did not give you wish fulfillment. This is someone who you felt like everything was crushed. This is someone who did, wish fulfillment when it comes to home, right? When it comes to money, when it comes to manifestation, when it comes to marriage, tradition, values, long-term goals, working together as a team. Two of Cups. You didn't get it with this Two of Cups. You didn't have it. You didn't have wish fulfillment when it came to love with this person. This person broke you. This person hurt you. This person didn't build with you. This person crushed those dreams. The Star in reverse. This person made you feel like you were nothing. This person made you feel like all your dreams were just a waste. This person wasn't clear. This person didn't communicate with you. This person is this energy. But let me tell you from a different perspective, okay? Because I know what you're thinking. You're probably excited. You're like, hell yes, I knew it. I'm going to grow. This person's going to come back and reconciliate with me. But remember, there's illusions within this union. Not from your part if you cut out the bullshit, right? If you don't cut out that bullshit, you're going to go back to this kind of energy real quick. You've got to cut out the bullshit here. This person's coming. This person's reconciliating. Because the shit's not going to work out in this third-party karmic situation. Or there was illusions within this third-party situation as well. Okay, because it can go either of two ways, right? The Seven of Cups energy can be that there's illusions when they come back to you. But either way, there are illusions when they come back to you because now they're seeing the illusions within this third-party connection. They haven't had enough time to really see, even if they fully know now that you are the right choice and they made a wrong choice. Ultimately, there's still going to be illusions because they haven't had enough time to really isolate themselves enough to go through what you've been through. Think about it. How long, and you don't even have to give me a time frame here. How long have you been depressed? How long have you been hoping for this person to come back? How long have you been waiting for this person to come back? If this person tries to walk away from this third-party situation and the next day is coming back to you, and you have to question, they ran from you to another party, right? Told this other party that they probably loved them, clearly. But there were illusions within that. What makes you think that this person running back to you is going to be clear? Be careful. Be very careful with this reconciliation. But what's important about this Two of Cups energy, clarified with the Two of Wands, this new passionate beginning. This new passionate beginning of an equal balance. You respect yourself, they respect you. You love yourself, they love you. If you don't gain this self-respect and this self-love, this person, again, when they come back, if you're not clear on who it is that you are and what it is that you want and what it is that you deserve, you're not going to be in the Queen of Swords energy. You're not going to smell the bullshit. You're not going to love yourself and put yourself first. You're not going to slice the bullshit away. You're going to allow the bullshit to come back in because you seek love and validation from someone else. Straight up. If you want this new passionate beginning and you want this person to respect you and love you, you have to respect and love yourself. You can't allow this person to walk all over you. You can't allow this person to walk away from you to a third-party situation. You can't allow this person, you get what I'm saying? You can never allow someone like this to even do these things to you from the first place. I know you're sitting here probably saying, but Egypt, how do you stop these things? Well, you never allow them. I did add that song to the playlist. Go to the love list. It's that song by Cassie and G-Eazy. Lose a lover, then love a loser. Okay? Very true. Just watch the video, right? It's saying that you have to be willing to walk away from something you love than to stay in a connection and love a loser. It's not saying that this person can't change. It's not saying that this person can't turn into the emperor. But if he doesn't even know that exists and there is nothing around him spiritually or her, how do you expect that person to change? You can't expect someone to change without you taking the proper actions and leading the way. Some of you guys need to lead by example in order to create the emperor, because the emperor just might not know he's an emperor. The emperor might just think that he doesn't deserve this love because it's fake, right? And again, yes, some of the love is fake. You have to be careful with the expectations. Again, life is not a Cinderella story. Life is not a Snow White story or even a Beauty and the Beast story. Yes, things can be like that, but not like that. Ultimately, though, this person did not give you wish fulfillment, right? This person that you end up being with is someone who never had wish fulfillment, someone who did not manifest the things they wanted, someone who lost hope and lost the need because all their dreams were crushed. This is someone who was not clear, who did not communicate here. But guess what it leads to? The Ace of Cups, the power of love. Look, what this reading is saying is this is saying that the new beginning is there, right? The change is there. The Two of Cups, the Emperor energy, right? The reconciliation, the Ace of Love. Where's the other one? Sorry. We have the Queen of Wands here too. The Queen of Wands is a beautiful energy too. I'm not knocking the Queen of Wands. I'm just saying you have all these beautiful energies here. These energies exist within you. But it's about you putting them to action. You actually creating it and fully understanding not only the accomplishments, but the failure as well. Because remember, these failures, this power of love, the fact that you love this person so much and that you were willing to put yourself through this pain is the power of love. That exact power is what gives you the fuel to create a new passion, to create a new beginning, to create the Emperor, to create the Two of Cups energy, to be clear, to have wish fulfillment, to have abundance when it comes to money, cars, wealth, prosperity, success. But more importantly, you create the Knight of Wands, a masculine energy who takes action. Let's go ahead and get a few cards here. Possible outcome, all right? Other than that, that's pretty much it for this reading, you guys. I feel very drained and very tired, okay? I will tell you that I know this is exhausting. I know it's tiresome. I know it's getting old. I know it is. I feel it. So make that decision. Because look, bottom of the deck, you haven't been making that decision. You've been dragging your feet. All because of a lack of communication from someone. You're waiting for someone to communicate with you that may never communicate. Or what if the only thing stopping you from communication is you moving on? You know? I don't have all the answers, okay? I only have what Spirit wants me to see. But I will tell you that the growth and that the opportunity for happiness is here. The opportunity to have the emperor, the empress is here, right? It's about you putting yourself first, living life for yourself, not expecting a person to come in and sweep you off your feet, not expecting it to happen in a certain time frame. Okay? I know a couple that got together when they were 60, in their 60s, and they are the cutest couple I've ever seen. And I had asked the old man, I said, "Hey, old man," I said, and that's what he just liked to be called. It wasn't in any disrespect. But I said, "Hey, old man," I said, I said, "How do you feel about wasting all those years, right? How do you feel like, how does it make you feel?" And we were just having a really intellectual, like deep conversation. He didn't take anything offensive. Just a very open-minded conversation. And I said, how does it make you feel knowing that, your life is near its end and you missed all these years with this person? And he said, "Honey," he goes, "I wouldn't know what she was or what she was valued at if I didn't go through all those bad things. If I didn't have all those women treat me wrong, I wouldn't have known what it was to have a woman treat me right." Straight up. Summed up a lot of things that I had issues with just that one simple statement, And that's kind of how you have to look at it here, Spirit, show me what I need to see when it comes to the possible outcome, please, here. Show me the possible outcome. So we have sunglasses, clearly focused out. Remember, this goes back to the very, very beginning. Hey, love, Crystal. If you want a personal reading, I do charge for my personal readings. My free readings are these general readings that you're watching right now. Make sure that you're subscribed to my YouTube channel for a chance to win one of my free readings. But if you want a personal reading, I do charge. Just email me. My email's in the description box. On Facebook, it's in the description box above, okay? So sunglasses has come out, right? This is your perception focused on them, okay? The fact that you don't have this person, the fact they're not in your life, if you're single, the fact that you haven't met the one, okay? And this can even apply to someone that's single, dealing with someone in their past, not being able to see what's in front of you because you're still holding on to the past, right? Not seeing the options in front of you for what they are because, again, you're held up on a past love, okay? Again, that's that perception focused out. That's watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, right? Again, focusing out, that 3D perspective, right? We also have the clock here. I love when the clock comes through when I talk about get rid of time, right? The clock is saying this needs time. Takes time, in time, right? Cycles. Time to heal, progress, right? It's understanding that a transformation is going to take place, but it's instead of waiting for the transformation to take place, it's the time in between, right? The time that it takes to get to that transformation. That's the most crucial. Yes, it feels good to finally get what you want, but again, if you don't go through all those things leading up to that point, if you hadn't gone through those things when you got to that point, you would have let that point pass you by because, again, you didn't value it because you didn't understand what its value was. It's the going through things to realize the value in things. Just like this person walking away from you. I feel like they come back because the third-party situation doesn't work out. Well, yeah, because they rushed into it without looking where they were planting their seeds, in the same concept that you may have not planted your seeds or evaluated where you planted your seeds. The girl with snake is here too, okay? This is that empath, narcissist, for being charmed or used, creating boundaries. I mean, that's just clarifying everything I said, right? Grounding energy, feeling stabbed in the back. Well, yeah, this person walks away from you. Of course you feel stabbed in the back. Look, girl with the snake, right? This is about what I was telling you. You have to be clear, but yet defend yourself. This is your defense, okay? This is your knife. This is your gun. This is the electric fence around your house. If you don't have one, this is the imaginary, energetic whatever. You get what I'm saying. You have to defend yourself. You have to. It's about making those healthy choices, okay? It's about making healthy choices for you when it comes to your life, when it comes to love. This is why you put those boundaries. This is why you defend yourself. So that now you don't give that 100% of you away. Now you only give 50% of you away. And you only give that 50% away in increments. Don't get into a connection. Don't meet somebody. Tell them everything that you're feeling inside, right? 2 weeks into it, this person, say two days into it, this person comes back and you guys, you're keeping your boundaries up, right? You're kind of seeing that this person has changed a little bit. Maybe you see that this person changes a lot, okay? Maybe the illusions that they're facing were with the third party relationship and not with you, okay? Because energy is very fluid. It can bounce off and go in any which way it possibly wants to, okay? Ultimately, if you choose to continue with a person who has changed, which is what you want, right? You want someone to be their emperor. You want someone changing, growing, not staying stagnant and going backwards. So this person changes and you had set up those boundaries in that defense. If you just start mumbling away, telling them everything you feel, it's important to remember that love is a game. So give that 50% again away in increments. Let this person buy you a drink. Maybe you return the favor by, I don't know, cooking them breakfast. It's more of a back and forth kind of energy. This way, 3-4 days into it, if this person just stops giving, you didn't give them all of you. You didn't give them all of that 50%. You only gave them what they gave you. That is the equal give and take. That is the 50-50. Hello, everybody. Hello, Bunny. Hello. All right, so again, time. Take time. Don't think about this time when this person's coming back to you. Don't think about when is the day that they're going to reconciliate. Don't keep looking at tarot readings to tell you when this person's coming back. Matter of fact, that's actually going to stagnate the process, okay? Again, you were being used in the past so that you could learn, so that you could set up boundaries and create your defense so that when this person does come back, right, because the reconciliation is here, you now know how to make those healthy choices for you because you put yourself first. You don't allow this person to take everything from you. You smell the bullshit and you cut it out, right? Dragonfly. I do feel like this person's going to come back to you. I feel like when they come back to you, you guys are going to have communication. This person's going to talk to you. And I honestly think too, again, whether this is you choosing to allow this person to come back or you choosing to start a new path with someone else, okay? Because again, sometimes when you're in love with someone, especially when they're gone, when they come back, you start noticing things that you didn't notice before, especially when you've had this great awakening, okay? So ultimately, you're having this conversation. This person comes back to you, reconciliates with you, and you start to notice things. You start to notice that you healed, and maybe this person didn't change. Or maybe there's still some damage with this person that has nothing to do with you, but because you have that self-value and that self-love, you see it. You know what it is. Maybe this person doesn't love themselves. You start to see things for what they are because you've healed, because you've grown. So then you are lighthearted in the situation. And so when you find out, you're not angry, you're not mad, you're feeling accomplished because now you know what it is. Now you know what it is to love yourself, and now you see that all of the things in the past, you see it happening in front of you, and it's almost a mirroring effect. You start seeing how you looked to other people. You start seeing how maybe people outside of your couple, union, whatever, looked at you. Does that make sense? Now you start to see things, and now you're lighthearted. So when you do find these things out, or when this person sits across from you and says, hey, I never really loved you, but I was afraid to lose you because I was afraid of being alone. Or whether they tell you, hey, look, I was loving you, I loved you, but I just didn't know how to fully love you. You're going to be able to honestly take it as a grain of salt, and you're going to be able to you're going to be able to tell if it's bullshit or not, straight up. If you've had an issue with not being able to trust what you see, it's because you're not trusting yourself in here. Straight up. You're not making healthy choices for yourself. Again, going back to this connection, you cannot blame this person for treating you like this. You gave this person all of you. It's like if the 99-cent store said, we're having a sale, everything's free. How long do you think it's going to take until that store's fucking empty? Use something high class. Say Bath & Body Works, say Victoria's Secret. Shoot, say Dolce & Gabbana has a sale. And they say, you know what, this day we're going to have everything for free. It's a free-for-all, right? How long until you think that store is empty? That's exactly what happened here. So don't blame this person for hurting you. Don't blame this person for not being able to let go of them. Don't blame this person for you choosing a fated life versus a destined life. You have to assume responsibility here and understand that you allowed this to happen. It's okay. You didn't know. Now you know. Now, if you make the same mistake again, it's on you. It's not on anybody else but you to not take the change, right? To not take the step to make the change. But let me tell you something. If you make the change, I promise you, you will get this engagement ring. I promise you, you will put this engagement ring on someone's finger. Masculine energy or, feminine, just depending on your situation. This will come. This commitment will come when you become committed to yourself. When you create the partnership within you, the balancing act within you, logic, emotions. It's that completion, right? Remember, you're in the 8s. You're dragging your feet, but you have the positive. Look, Spirit's already done said, you're on the right path. You're doing what it is that you're supposed to be doing, whether it's crying and being depressed and then the next day saying, I can't live like this, I need to do something for myself, or whether it's you starting a YouTube channel and leading others down, where you were at, whatever it is, you have to do something for yourself. You have to create this completion and this union within yourself. If you stay in this 8 of Pentacles in reverse, things are still going to be, look, you've already manifested this beginning. Whether it's with this person or not, you've already manifested this new path for yourself, okay? The loss of this relationship has pushed you to say, you know what? I need to do something for myself. This is why the awakening starts taking place. This is why you're able to start seeing things. This completion, this union is taking place. The mental clarity is here. The healthy choices are here. It's happening. Divine's just telling you to postpone on rushing on things. Take the time that you need. Stop rushing things. Don't expect it to come at a certain time or in a certain date. Don't listen to these damn tarot readers when they tell you this person's going to come in maybe 2 weeks, 2 months, or 2 years. It's fucking bullshit, okay? I'm going to be straight up honest with you. Do not listen to time. This is why time is irrelevant on my channel. Again, Divine's timing and our timing, totally 2 different things, okay? Take time to heal. Take time to grow. Take time to learn. Take time to create this completion, this union, and I promise you it will happen. Once this union takes place, once the union happens in the 5D on the inner self, then it comes down to the 3D. Then it comes down to the actual material world. This is the term as above, so below, right? What happens up there is happening down here. And when I talk about the 5D, I'm referring to our energy as masculine and feminine and the divine, right? This is the twin flame energy. It's not this bullshit negative. It's the empress. It's the emperor. It's the high priestess. It's the magician. It's the 5D, not this tangible world we live on. Ultimate goal is to be in that 5D energy, to know things for what they are, to balance things out, to trust in, again, destiny, not fate, okay? That's all I have for you guys. Hopefully this helped in some way, shape, or form. Hopefully the messages found who they were supposed to find. If you guys need to help or you feel urged to help, all you need to do is share, like, and subscribe. It helps to get this video in the algorithm so that people can find the messages. Look, I'll tell you this, and I relate in so many ways because I'm going through it myself, okay? I'm in a different mindset. My mindset is single mode, right? Pushing forward no matter what, who's beside me or not. And I feel like a lot of you guys, look, that's what this energy is. It's this energy of saying, you know what, I'm not going to settle for this shit anymore. And it's a beautiful energy. It really, really is, because ultimately it's happiness, it's growth. Okay. So with that being said, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off of here. I love you guys. Stay blessed. Blessed be. I will see you guys tonight, like around like I said, around 8 p.m. We're gonna be doing a karmic reading, okay? But I do have to. Again, you can see my readings from the beginning to the end. I get drained, okay? You guys, this energy was strong. I felt it. But let me tell you something. I felt your energy. I didn't feel your person's energy. Okay? Straight up, even with the reconciliation, even with the engagement ring, even with the emperor, I didn't feel your person's energy. So your person's just not where you're at. I'm going to be straight up honest with you. They're not where you're at. I feel like they're further behind. And I feel like, honestly, if this person reconciliates and you smell the bullshit and you cut them out of your life, I feel like that's when their awakening's going to start happen. And I feel like they're going to have to go through what you went through. The pain of waiting, not having somebody, or losing something that you once had. Straight up. So with that being said, you guys, I love you. Stay blessed. Blessed be. I will see you guys in a few hours when we do the third party karmic situation. All the negative, bad karma in your life. All right. All right, you guys. I'll see y'all later. Love you. Bye.